Hey there everybody, it's Mike DeLisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at Daimyo, Rebirth of the Empire from La Botte de Dieu. 1 to 4 players in about 90 minutes. We are also going to be looking at the upgrade pack here and the miniature set. This being a Kickstarter, but let's look at the back of the box here. On the ruins of a misunderstood civilization, the new daimyos are bringing about the rebirth of the empire. Drafting dice, crafting boards, and managing resources are your new weapons in this strategy game. Expand your influence over the archipelago of the 6 islands and become the new emperor. All right, well, pretty striking cover there. Let's take a look at the inside. Here's our rule book. Okay, we've got our setup here. The anatomy of an island. You've got different areas within that island. Production zone, rough neighborhood, no man's land. Okay. Shows you how to set up your clan board. A game of Daimyo lasts 5 rounds. Each round comprises 3 phases. Roll the dice, player's turns, and end of the round. Okay. And it just shows you kind of how you place the dice and what your main actions are, okay? Your clan board contains 5 main actions, 1 blue, 2 green, and 2 red. During a main action, consider only the color of the dice. The dice value makes no difference. When you start a main action, you must perform it its entirety before starting another action. So, the blue action is, or the blue actions are help from villagers. The green is production. The red is recruitment. Okay, and construction. So it looks like maybe there's multiple different things that the dice can do. And then they've got a summary there of what the main actions are. You've got bonus actions and goal cards and a procedure for the end of the round. And then after 5 rounds, you've got your final scoring here. There's also a 2-player game variant. Play using the Mercenaries module printed on the left of the 2-player side of the board. And there's also a solo mode as well. You play against the Empire, who has solo cards divided by round. Rounds 1 and 2, then 3 and 4, then 5. And they're going to play 3 cards per round. It goes into detail on how that works. Okay. And then different achievements for the solo game as well. All right, well, let's look at the cardboard components. These are broken into what look like quadrants. So I'm just going to show you kind of how they look. It's not the thickest cardboard in the world, but it does seem to be functional. These are some pretty small little tokens here. That's something to keep in mind. They are not the largest tokens down here. Okay. These look to be the clan boards. Okay. Now again, there is an upgrade pack here that may change out a lot of these components. Okay. Here is our game board. This looks to be a large game board. Double-sided large game board, depending on the player counts, I'm assuming. My goodness, this is going to be very difficult to get all in frame. I think what I'm going to do is do a scrolly type of a thing for you. Let me zoom out. Okay, so you can kind of see there's a lot going on this board. Different neighborhoods. Kind of scrolling it along so you can see it, and it's double-sided. This looks to be the 2-player board because you've got this whole mercenaries area over here that was referenced in the rule book, okay? So yeah, very large game board there. A whole lot of wooden components. Custom wooden meeples. Show off some of these. All right, but there are a lot of wooden components in this game. Trying to show off the ones that are more custom. I will not show all of these because there are a whole lot of them, but you can kind of see the quality of the different components and the fact that they are customized. These are not standard wooden bits. See a whole lot, and I keep dropping them as well. Okay, let me see if I can find another couple of things to show you here, wood-wise. Got some buildings that are kind of cool looking. All right. So a lot of nice wooden bits. And like I said, there's a whole lot more in here. I'm just not going to show you every single one, but there's a lot of custom wooden components that all seem to be of nice quality. Let's hold off on the cards for a moment. We've got a screen printed drawstring bag. I can get my hand in there just fine. We've got some small little, I don't know if these are sideboards. I'm not really sure what function these serve, but there are a number of them. Maybe they change things up on the board. I'm not sure. Here we've got our different colored dice. Very clear and easy to read those. All right. And then we've got some cards. So let's take a look at these cards. First, we've got some small cards. I think these look like goal cards to me. Have the most influence. I'm going to zoom back in a little bit since we're going to be looking at cards. Have the most influence on 3 islands at the end of a round. Have 10 influence on 1 island. Construct 4 techno farms. So yeah, these are different goals that you're trying to reach. And then we've got a large deck of standard size cards. All right, let's take a look at some of these. These don't appear to be double-sided. They've got some nice art on them. They seem pretty straightforward. They don't appear to be too convoluted or complicated. They've got some iconography, text, and I'm assuming that this explains what that iconography is. Discard 1 hero to recruit a governor for free. So yeah, it looks like that's just, you can use the iconography or you can use the text. All right. That might help with some language independence. If you don't speak English, I suppose you could still use the icons. These are the solo cards, I believe, yes. All right. So that's the main core box. But as I mentioned to you, this has some extras here, so I might as well show those off since we've got them here, shall we? Keep this off to the side. Let's take a look at this upgrade pack, see what it does. Looks like it's going to change up the player boards. So replace the 4 clan boards with these double layered clan boards. Slide your construction boards from the base game into these double layered construction boards. Okay, so let's take a look at those. I am a big fan of dual layered playered boards. I know that I have said that a number of times. Oh, cooperate with me. All right. So I've seen these types of dual layered boards before, and I actually really like them. Let me show you what I mean. So this looks like a single sheet here, but you've got things that punch out here. And then what you're going to do, as you can probably guess already, is you're going to fold it over, and it's going to give you a dual layer player board. Now, you might ask, why do I like this? I like this because unlike the glued dual player boards, these don't get affected by weather variations as much, specifically humidity. A lot of times when they're glued, humidity will cause them to warp. And so I have found that on these types of boards, that does not occur. nearly as often. And so we've got another similar situation here where these all get punched out as well. I can punch one of them out just to show you. Okay, so it looks like this. Got a double layer there. So I tend to like that. I feel like it kind of is a best of both worlds type situation. So that's the upgrade pack. Now let's look at the miniatures here, and it looks like there are a lot of them. Okay, it's a pretty big box of minis. $80 miniatures to replace the meeples in the base game. Now, this is an interesting thing because I thought that the wooden meeples were quite nice, and I'm not saying that these minis are not. I haven't looked at them yet, but I felt like even if you don't have the miniatures, those wooden meeples were quite nice. So I don't think you can, as long as these minis look nice, I'm not sure you can go wrong either way. Okay. That one got a little disrupted, but I'm going to show off one of each of these. Those are pretty nice looking to my eyes. All right. There we go. Okay, so those are all what look to be like the base clans. These got disrupted a little bit in shipping. You can see there's a little bit of moving around here. Let me see if I can kind of get these back to some semblance so that I can show them off for you. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how these all go. Maybe like this. All right, well, let me just kind of show off some of these. So you can see each of these different colors has a figure. Got them in all the different colors. But they're not different as far as sculpt goes for these. Looks like you've got some of these as well. Show those off. Are these different? These look different. It's kind of cool. Okay, so yeah, a lot of different minis in here. Okay. Not sure if that's how it goes in, but that's how it's going to go for now. If I've shown these before, I apologize, but it's hard to tell what's been seen and what hasn't been seen. But yeah, I think they're nice looking minis. These are already on these plastic bases. Those are permanent. All right, so lots of stuff. If you include all of the extras here, you've got a whole lot going on with this game. Daimyo, Rebirth of the Empire. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.